G'day everyone, welcome back to Pete's Investing. Today is April 7, 2023. This is the spot gold price update. Looking at the daily, the 4 hourly and the hourly charts, and you can see there we're in an upswing on the CCI 1500 with a moving average 400. On all three timelines we're in a bullish movement. However, be very careful, we're at the top here, we're bouncing off these key resistance areas, and there's one significant one we drew some time ago and this other one forming at the moment, and that'll confirm in the coming hours. So let's drill down on each of these timelines. On the daily first, again we've got this key resistance area and a secondary resistance forming as well, and the first one is at 2009, second resistance currently at 2032, and that probably will confirm in the coming hours. So just be mindful about going long, even though our indicators show long positions primarily, and I say primarily. So we've got to respect these resistance areas. Let's look at the 4 hour chart. At the moment I've also drawn these two diagonal ascending trend lines, and you'll see here it's forming this wedge. So in the coming hours and days, most likely it'll bounce in this wedge, and to be more bullish we want to see it break above that first diagonal line and then break above that minor resistance forming as well to be more bullish. But I've also drawn this Fibonacci retracement area in case it does keep coming down. Our next initial level of support will be this 23%, which is in amongst these lines here, and that'll probably coincide with this lower ascending trend line moving forward. On the hourly chart, I've drawn a secondary minor retracement, Fibonacci retracement from that low to that high, and that's, you can see there, our initial, once it breaks below that, our initial resistance will be at that 23% after this heavy resistance up there. But you'll notice here also on the CCI moving average, it's threatening to break to the downside, so we may see that happening in the coming hours, and that'll confirm with its falling below towards this secondary ascending trend line. So basically what the message is, careful about going long. Even though all three timelines are showing bullish movement, it may have reached a level of resistance where it needs to come back and retrace somewhat before taking further long positions. So again, I'd wait to see it break potentially and maybe even bounce off this hourly chart before taking further up trades. I've also got this, just as an idea, I've got these fractals. So if you are trading this, and just historically when it is moving in your favor, you want to potentially trade in the direction of the fractals as well. So just zooming in on a couple of these examples. So there, for example, in that trade there, when it break above the fractal, go long, and you can then exit using your own exit strategies, whether it's a change in moving average crossovers or a percentage gain or monetary gain. I'll leave that up to you, but that would have been a potential entry. And another one there, when it broke above the fractal, you can see there, and I would trade using probably these resistance and support lines as key target areas. So you can see there, when it hit that ascending trend line, it bounced off there quite some time. So had you gone long there, you possibly would have had that as your target area, and that would have been a nice little area to get out of. Now at the moment, as I said, I wouldn't be going short, even though that's showing a potential short positioning on the fractals, only because you're trading against the trend, and that's a pretty risky idea. So predominantly trade with the trend if you're going to trade at all. So to understand how to properly trade using the average down approach, reference the links in the description below. Subscribe and like the channel, support us more on Patreon, and we'll see you in a future video.